Okay, I got a problem. I'm trying to, Florida Marquis, he is onto something very astounding regarding pentagrams around the world and the connection and interconnection they have with each other. Just watched the video and I can't make Google Earth Pro work. I click on it and okay, launch repair tool. So let's clear cache and turn on safe mode and turn off atmosphere, restore default, delete my places. I never used it on this laptop anyway, so switch between there and close. So we'll try again and see what it does. Now it opens, right? I can't make it work. I don't know why. Just don't want to work. And there we are. And then it'll pop up a little square now in a second. Let me see. What? Ah, come on. Okay. Wow, it works. Okay. So let's go back to his video. And he got a link here which I can click on, and no preview available, but I can download it. So I'm doing that. Open with Google Earth default. So let's see what happens. There it is. Man, I made it work. Oh man, I'm the kind of guy that never gives up, right? But one thing he was showing here, which I found was very interesting, that is that one of his intersections here is going to Easter Island, which is right there. Right? Why does it look like that? Is this Easter Islands? I guess it is. I want to find out. So, just to make absolutely sure, Deception Island he just made a video about, which were pretty interesting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this and Easter Islands, Chile, and see where it takes me. There. So that was not Easter Islands I ended up at in reality. So it's not there. So where is it? It's one of these lines. It intersects Easter Islands. And I just told him that the funny thing is all these lines with these pentagrams around on the planet, they all come together. I think it's right there. That's Easter Island. Yeah, there it is. That's Easter Island, right? Yeah. Funny shape it got too. Yeah, that's Easter Island. And right there it intersects. And I don't believe that's a coincidence. Because if I'm thinking outside the box on this, I just told him that I have 16,455 images of the moon. Actually, let's go in and confirm that that is actually the case. Maybe I got a little more. So let's have a look at it and roll this one up. Go into folders and Moon Geo, and then do this. This is all my images, and do a properties on it. And then we get a count. We've got 6 folders, and it's counting 6,307, a total of 10.2 gigabytes of HD images of the moon's surface. And I actually told him that I have an image of the Easter Islands. I do not have that in here. I don't think so. I can try and take a look at it and see if I do. That's not it. 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 Okay, but I told him that I have a picture where there is an alien hybrid face right there, and it is unmistakable. It's right there. You can see that's a face. That's the eye, and elevated eyebrows or eyebrow bones, and this is the mouth, the chin, and this definitely looks like an hybrid. But if you rotate it again and go up here, I told him that there's also an image of the devil. We got an eye right there. We got the kind of like a bird's nose, or you can see this is the division line right there, and here you got the horns, and you can clearly see there's an etched. This is a face, and from all the images I've seen of the moon, there's absolutely nothing peaceful and friendly about the surface of the moon. And I also told him that I also found the Ouroboros symbol, which is right there. The snake that bites its tail, that's right there. That's the Ouroboros, the eternity. And if you look closer, you can see in the image that there are geometrical structures around this complex of Ouroboros. It's very clear. We can also go here and take an image of that one as an example. You can see we got tubings that is elevated above the ground, and as I have said to you, like I have it right there, the latitude in miles is 89.3. The longitude this way is 44 miles. So if you're looking at an image like this, imagine how long that tunnel above the ground is, or this tube is on the surface of the moon. This is 89 miles from there to there, right? So this one is over 40 miles long. It's actually 50 miles long. It's actually crossing diagonal through the image. That means it's actually longer. So if you lay it down there and put it right there, then we probably have three quarters of 89 miles. And this is a giant complex of sorts, and you can see all the domes all over the place, everywhere. So that's what I told him, and I told him I can lead him to those videos if he has an interest in having a look at it. And unfortunately this is only the videos, some videos, and here we got the Aristarchus crater, and this has nothing to do with a crater. This is structures and some massive light here, and this is some kind of crystal dome. Let's see if I can get the, there it is. You see that? That's a perfect square. When NASA is showing this image, let me go back, they're showing it like that. That is the Aristarchus crater. This is how they make it look, right? That do look like crevices, fissures in the surface of the moon, but reality is that this is how it looks, and that's a perfect square, and that don't come in nature like that. End of story. That's not up for discussion. Just look at this. Do you see any cracks in the ground? No, I see these as veins. They look like veins on a human being's legs, you know, when veins is sitting close to the surface. And this is around the crater. Look at all these things. Look at all that stuff. But this is very interesting that it's crossing straight through Easter Islands. And actually, if you take this one and you tunnel the Earth straight through, perfectly straight through, do you know where that one end up? That line, or that tunnel line, it ended up in Stonehenge. Now, is that a coincidence? I'm afraid not, because there is no such thing as coincidence. Now I asked him to do something for me, because he have a line that is actually stretching from Baghdad, and that will be there, where, yeah, Baghdad, here. So what I wanted to find out, up in tools, he said, options, no, what was it? Path, I think it is. Let me see what it does. Come on. Description, new altitude, no, that was not it. What was it? Ruler, there it is, line. Okay, so one thing I wanted to find out, this is Stonehenge right down. And then I try, right down. Okay, line, mouse navigation, okay. There. No, what? Why does it move it? That's not what I want. Ah, okay. Clear. So let's go straight to Baghdad right now. Okay? And then we draw a line straight to Stonehenge, intersect with Stonehenge. Let me zoom in so I'm absolutely sure. Okay, so let's do this and clear that. So let's go back to Baghdad so we can get an exact, because this is important to me to find out. So let's zoom in on Baghdad. You see, Baghdad is the old Babylon. And I know for a fact that when the first Gulf War took place, certain types of, I think, Black Ops troops, they went to these museums and they harvested different items which I believe relates to something technological. And we also know this is an area where Enki and Enlil, or the so-called Anunnaki, was in the area. So let's draw a line and zoom out. And how do I do that? Do I do this? No, I don't. I zoom out. And then I go this way. And then follow it. And then I zoom in, dead on Stonehenge. Let's go a little further in. Now I'm doing it myself because I am too curious on this. I want to intersect that line in exactly. So it's right there. And let's move it down to there. And as you see, as he pointed out, that faintly you can see here is also a pentagram. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to place it right there and then save it. And I'm going to call it back. How the hell do you spell that? Oh yeah. Back. That's wrong. I'm just going to say Iraq to Stonehenge, UK. Okay, and I am going to give it a color, and I am going to turn it purple because it's my own line and the thickness. Let's put it at 4, twice the thickness, like that. So what I wanted to find out is this straight line intersecting on a perfect 90-degree angle in this pentagram. I wanted to find out, does this one run through Switzerland? No, it don't, because Switzerland is here, and this is where CERN is. Darn it. Okay. So I don't know where would that line end up if I follow that. So let's do that again. Ruler, line, and this is Washington DC. So if I take this line right down and follow it over to there, now there you can see it breaks into an angle. If I do this, you can see that's an angle on it. It's not a straight line, so this one is clear. You can't use that, it's worthless. So I wonder if there's anything on this line that has something to do with a pentagram. Does it intersect a pentagram in any form or fashion on this entire path? I don't know. And I don't understand these lines and squares, and I don't know what these means. I don't know. It crosses straight through that town there. And that's apparently a big town. So let's just play with the thought that we can find something here in this area. Okay, now the line disappeared a little. But is there anything here that remotely could look like a pentagram? I don't know why the overlays are breaking up like this. You shouldn't do that. Okay, now it comes out. So what's this? This is some weird looking stuff. They got a kind of quite irregular shape, this stuff here. I believe it is apartments, but look at the shapes of them. It's very randomly put. It's not streamlined. When you zoom out, it kind of looks very uneven. It looks very strange. Well, this is something I need to have a closer look at. Absolutely. But I can do something else. If I go back to Easter Islands, now it's not responding. Of course it's not. Because you're stupid. I hate that when it does this. Why do you do that to me? Come on. Sometimes I got some issues that I just can't figure out why. It just don't make sense. Okay. Oh, there you go. So let's go to his video. Now it does it again. I don't know why it does that. It's bizarre. Come on. And now it does it again. It just don't want to do it. I freaking don't get that. But it's funny, it's running right there through Easter Islands. And funny enough, Easter Islands is a triangular shape. That I don't understand. Or do I? Here's a perfect circle right there. Very perfect. Here's a perfect square right there. You see it? Perfect. That don't make sense. Here's a perfect straight line. Let's close this one down, because probably that one that is giving me issues. So this is his video he just made called Craft Caught Exiting Southern Ocean, Massive Explosion Over a Remote Region. You will have to watch this video in order to figure this out. So what I'm going to do is close that one off and see what I can do. Why is it not doing anything? Oh, I hate this. Okay. Statue of Easter Island on the moon. There. That's my video. It's probably leading me to my wife's channel because she never do anything on YouTube. And I put it up there just to spread it because that's pretty astounding, don't you think? So let's have a look at it when it wants to read it in. Okay, sometime today. What is going on here? Just bloody do it. Thank you. Okay. It looks like they're burying my video because I don't see it. Let's keep looking. So that's how they look, you know, in case you have forgotten. And most of their bodies is under the ground, which is weird. That's bloody weird. But it is funny enough, as I said, they come out on oh, there, Easter Island statue on the moon. Ah, okay, that's not mine. I've not seen that image. Let me see. Easter Island on the moon original video. No, that's not it. Okay. Okay, this is getting interesting. That is. Right now. That's my video. So, let me go to my own channel here. So when this video is uploaded, I'm gonna give Florida the link so he can see it for himself straight up. Now we just need to let it load in here. Okay, sometime today.
Well, this is pretty mind-blowing. I'm right now in the process of mapping the entire surface. And as you see, in the last 2 weekends, I talked to you about that I'm on the biggest assignment to myself ever. So this is the amount of pictures I have now, going from 66 degrees north to 66 degrees south, covering up and down, all the way over on the moon. And I'm coming to familiar area here soon. But in my preliminary search I had pictures and clues to what the moon really is. Unfortunately, that external hard drive broke down, so I lost around 6,000 pictures, so I'm back to scratch. But I'm catching up with it, but this time I have decided to start on the dark side of the moon. And this is on the dark side of the moon. And I reckon that some of you, many of you, would recognize this exact image right here. This is the face of the statues of Easter Islands. And I can prove it to you right here. Right there. Exactly the same. This is on the surface of the moon. This is on Earth. There's many speculations to how these came about. Some was talking about that they rolled them on wood poles, but there are no trees on Easter Islands. None. And there haven't been any trees on Easter Islands. And these statues are so big that 2/3 of them is sticking down into the ground, and they weigh over 1,000 tons. There is absolutely no way that humanity has put them in the ground into solid bedrock. Know how they got here, and there's only one explanation to how they got here. This one. They put them there. Those who are residing on the moon, which is not our friends, and I repeat, not our friends, they placed these statues here. And what are they representing? These statues, they represent giants. Look at it again, the difference between the human size and the size of these statues. These are representing the Nephilim. And they are represented on the surface of the moon. How about that, people?
That's pretty astounding, right?
The link to this particular picture, so you don't think I'm fooling you, is underneath this video. God bless you. Hey, by the way, World War III starts this year. Soon they will return. Very soon. Be prepared for that. Be very prepared. Spirit.
So, that's just my point. It's right there in your face, right? It's right there. That's not a coincidence. And there are no coincidences. And it is funny that that line happened to go straight through Easter Islands. And Easter Islands, as I said, if you do a tunnel straight through the earth, it comes out at Stonehenge. So it's represented that Stonehenge is kind of like the toes of Easter Islands. They're going straight through Earth. That's pretty interesting. But I am super happy. How do I save all this? This grid here. Now I made it work. How do I do that? Let me see. Temporary places. Oh, Frag, Stonehenge, my places. Okay, so save to my places. Okay, my places is right down. Good. So I got it. It's saved. I got it. It's not going anywhere. But the correlation between Baghdad and Stonehenge, I don't fully understand. But these two lines intersect right there, and that could prove to be interesting, maybe. So let's have a look at it and see if there's anything in that region that's standing out of sorts. Nah, I don't really see that. I see agriculture. If I zoom out a little more, Not really. But I actually admire Florida Marquis' intense search for answers on this part. We do have a line going to Iceland, and that line is actually intersecting with my homeland, which is Denmark. It's right there. I'm born here, and before I moved over to America, I was actually living right there, because I'm not a city slicker, so I moved as far away from people as possible, because the more people I meet, the more I like my dogs, and that's just how it is. Maybe I could even find exactly where I was living in this city, just for the fun of it. Oh, that was a little too fast. Oh, what happened? That's Sweden. So what I need to do is get this one in the middle and then zoom in. That was my city, Korsør, just for fun. Zoom in on the town, and we are going, that'll be over here, that's the harbor. Oh no, look at that. Don't you just love it? That's the bridge, the second largest suspension bridge in the world. And we're not far behind. And let me see. This is here my oldest son went to school. So we are going here. I'm only 5 minutes from the harbor, and it's actually right here. That's the circle, and I go down this way, going that way. I know it was there, right there. And not to kid you, I was actually living right there, not on the top floor, but second floor, right now. That's when I met Elma, and she came over here, and we were here together for 90 days, and she went back, and I followed her 8 days later. So I lived exactly right now, not far from the beach. It was actually pretty nice. So when we were going bathing, the kids and I, Hannibal and Fabian, we went down here. That was a little beach area. These used to be the ferries, but after the suspension bridge was built, there was no need for ferries anymore, because people are just driving over. So there it is. Second largest suspension bridge on the planet. Japan holds the record. Yeah. And what can I say? It's a beautiful country, actually. Denmark is very pretty. It's kind of like Illinois, Indiana, Michigan kind of look. But I was born in here in this town, and oh, what are you doing? But I've been close to water the most of my life, and I freaking love the smell of the ocean. And I actually grew up right here, this place called Strand. And well, I had 20 minutes on bicycle to the beach, to this bay, which was a very nice place. But as you see now, updated, Lots have changed in this area. Look how much residential there is now. That is staggering. Gosh, man. Talk about overgrowth. Can't be nice living here. Wow. But actually I grew up most of my life. I actually grew up in this town called Hundige. Whatever that means. That's just the town name. But let me see if I can find it. It's a little, it looks strange. What are you doing, Google Earth? This don't look right. What the heck? Look at the mosaic here. It's totally flipped up. Oh, now it starts happening. Okay. Now we're talking, right? See if I can find it. Actually, yeah, right there. I call it the triangle. This is here I actually spend most of my my time as a young kid. We started out living right here in this building, and then we moved down to an island called Møn. And because of my dad's work was in this town, he had a 2.5 hour drive every day, meaning 5-hour drive plus 8-hour work shift. He was a furniture salesman, and that was simply just too stressful. So we had to move back. So we moved back, and we moved to this building right there. And then a lot of weird stuff happened, and I ended up living back in Copenhagen area for a while. But this place has definitely grown out of proportions. I know for a fact my oldest son, he lives in this town right there, Rødovre. Exactly where, I don't know. But when I got him, I was living, it will be out here, there in this town, with my, the kid's mom. And let me see if I can find exactly where that was. If it wants to read it in, could be today, you know. Oh, something is happening now. Look at the mosaic, how it flips out until it reorientates itself. Look at that stuff. What is going on? That don't look right, does it? Let me see. Which is the big road in this city? See if I can find it. I believe this is the road. Oh no, that's not true. Oh, actually, if I do go here, there's a summer house area here, and here I actually built my own house because I'm a carpenter of profession, so I know how to build a house. Is that here? Nah, can it be? It looks like it. I'm not so sure that is right there. Let me zoom out again. I'm not so sure. No, I'm not close to this stuff right there. That's deeper into the city of Ballerup. Let me see. It's a little difficult to get it orientated because it's flipping out like this. Let me zoom out. Guys, I want to find it just for the fun of it. Come on, faster. So where is the big center? This is the shopping malls, I'm pretty sure, and then I go down this way, so it's down. Wow, it gotta be around here. Come on. It's up to a main road. I remember that. Hi, girl. I know. I'm just giving them my story here, how we met and stuff. I'm just trying to find where I was living in this town called VALLARTA, where I built my own house. Well, I seem to have some issues finding it. Maybe it is actually right there. Let me see. It kind of looks like the outline of it. Let me see. I actually think it is here. Come on. Let me see if I can find it. Gotta be here. When is it gonna do? Why is it doing this? What's going on with that? It makes it impossible for me to pinpoint, because it is right here in this area. I'm positive on that. Come on. Maybe if I shut this down. Kisses. No, I know. Okay, what's going on here? What is this weird stuff? Well, I lived on one of these streets here. And everything seemed to have frozen up now. And it is to this main road, I know that. So I'm in the right spot. Okay, so now something is going on. Okay. Finally, because now Mozilla Firefox shut down. And this is the main road. And there's a school over here on the other side. I remember that. So, when I came in, I passed this one, so it gotta be down here in this area. There it is. Found it. There it is. Come on. Unfortunately, I can't do a drop down on this. But this is the house I made myself. It's right there. Come on. You can go closer. Yeah, that's the one. Positive, yeah, that's the one. Got this odd angle on it. So something, since I sold it, had been built here. This is a little gazebo, I guess. But this is the closest I can get, where you can kind of see something. I don't know if it's going to update itself a little better. Look a little sharper, I don't know. But this is the house. No, don't touch anything. That's the house I built for myself. Everything. My own self. I had no help. That was hard work. And the roof beam is not like standard A-frame house roofing. Mine, my roof beam goes from this corner up to that corner, and the house is the front is slanted in an angle. I just wanted to make it look special, different, not like anything else, and I managed to do that. It's a pretty good image of it right there. Kind of gives you an idea. How it looks. Well, it's not totally sharp. come on. Why is it doing this? This is strange. Hey, that's not what I'm doing. Come on. What's going on here? That is. Zoom in. That is. Ah, too close. No, 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 no. Oh man, look at that. That looks weird. What's going on? Way too close. What is going on? What's what the heck? Did I zoom in on a house roof or something? This don't look right. Man, it almost looks like Minecraft, don't it? That looks strange. I totally lost my orientation here. I did something wrong. So this image is from year 2003. I can see down on the bottom there. So it's not been updated for a long time. And there's kind of no need for it. And one of the reasons for why it's working so slow is because Places is rotating, and that's something that makes it slow down. That takes up juice. I don't know why it's doing this. This is not looking right. Well, you saw it. I can't really do anything right now because now it's not budging. Ain't doing anything for me. And the funny thing is, I have tried to search this particular area on just a normal Google search, and I found the area, but I actually not to brag about it, I actually won a prize for that house because it was so unique. It does not look like any ordinary house you would ever see anywhere. It's different. I made a model, and I went to a random bank in close by, and then I put that model on the table and said, I want you to loan me 80,000 Danish kroner. You can divide that by 6. That would be in dollars, because I want to build this. And she looked at it and said, that looks astounding. Okay. And then she went in, what the heck is going on here? Look at that. Looks weird. And she went and talked to her bank director, the CEO, and she came out and said, okay, fine, let me print out some papers and then we talk over the rates and blah 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 blah. And before I left the bank, I already had the money on the account and I was ready to go and rock and roll. So I did. And I did everything myself. I never used a truck or anything. I carried all my goods on a bicycle trailer. Went back and forward, back and forward, back and forward to the lumber yard and got my materials, and I just got cracking on it. And this is just madness. I have no idea what's going on. But you saw how the house kind of looked like. And the doors and windows I made myself too. That was part of my education project to get my certificate for being a carpenter. And I actually bought my own door for, what was it, $100. And let us just say it's a door which American doors not even come close to in quality and standard. Not even close. American house doors are like, come on. Are you gonna keep anybody out here? I can push myself through that door easily. I don't know what happened here. Maybe, is it because I tilted the ground? Because it looks all wrong now. You see that? What's going on? It's not supposed to look like that. Oh, I forgot. This is the one you're doing it on. This is the angle. Right? Ain't that how you do it? I'm way off where I started out. So, this is the zoom, and this is direction, and I guess click to look around, click to move around. This is zoom. I don't know. Well, you saw it. It's fine. Everybody is happy. I'm happy. So let's just end this, because I got a little off track here, but it's okay. You know, one fault leads to another, right? So that's it. And let's see if it wants to. Oh man, that's a long one. Over and out. God bless you all.